boys and girls. Welcome to today's United Kingdom Talk.
From the Mirrorball studio in Royal Berkshire, this is Chris Reardon.
Hello, yes, it's the show guaranteed to bring you a sneeze or a blow of the nose every 5 minutes. Or indeed a cough. A tissue. Don't worry. Tissues are standing by today. Tissues are standing by. Actually, it hasn't been too bad. Welcome along. Chris Reardon with you, United Kingdom Talk. The sneezing and the asthma and the nose blowing, it all seems to have passed for now. I am wondering if possibly I had a mild form of bird flu. What do you think? Could it have been something like that? Because I did see in the Times... Oh, yes. We don't think I read the trashy newspapers, do you, dear? I did see in the... Well, I kind of lied to you a little bit there. Because what it is, on the email, I do get an email every morning with a few stories from the Times in it. Hang on, let me see... Oh, hang on, I've closed my email programme now, silly me. But yeah, I get a little like a summary of what's in the paper today. I wonder why they actually do that, because surely they... Oh, you've noticed the tie, have you? Yeah, I've got a tie on today, boys and girls. A little tie. I'm not sure. Now, we've tried various sorts of little outfits on this programme now, haven't we? Especially for the YouTubers. But a radio pic, you can join in as well, dear. You know how much more important you are to me. You are beaming down from the satellite into your homes like this, darling. But you can help me, because you can close your eyes. The beautiful thing about radio is that you can close your eyes and imagine, perhaps, that I am someone gorgeous. You know, just close your eyes now and just think this is speaking to you personally. Who could we have? That blonde one from Westlife, he's quite nice as well. Or indeed, of course, Justin Timberlake. I mean, I don't mean to go on about Justin. Is there anyone else I quite like at the moment, celebrity-wise? Let me think. Who's the footballer? Not David Beckham. No, it's not him. Who's the other one? Is it Rob someone or other? I can't think of him. Can't think of him. It's a very short haircut. Anyway, you can imagine me as someone particularly gorgeous if you want to. Go on, close your eyes. Who are you imagining now? Imagining. Try and say that first. Imagining. Well, that suddenly reminded me of a ride in Disney. Do you remember the ride Imagination? Who's been to Disney? Anyone? Someone asked me, do you remember Luke? My friend Luke, yes, who I went to the cinema with the other week. He asked me if I wanted to go to Thorpe Park, which is a theme park just down the road from me. I said, well, I don't mind coming, but I don't go any on the fast rides. And he looked at me puzzled. Yeah, I don't know. Puzzled. Can you do a puzzled look? Try and do it now. You sort of bring a frown up a little bit, and your eyebrows change as well. When I say he gave me a puzzled look, you've got to do that. You ready? He gave me a puzzled look. Can you do it? It's much more than an angry look. Now look at the difference between a puzzled look. Go on, go to a mirror. Go to a mirror somewhere. Come on, get off your lazy bum and go to a mirror somewhere. Don't just sit there. You've got to do it. You've got to join into this programme or it doesn't work, you see. It doesn't work. Well, actually, nothing works that I do. Nothing works. They all hate me. They all hate me. Right, come on. Are you ready? Are you in front of a mirror? What do you mean you can't find one? Well, pick up a CD. Have you got a CD? Let me get one. I mean, just leaning across. Grab yourself a CD, okay, and look in it. Can you see yourself? Aren't you gorgeous? You are, aren't you? You see, this is the thing. With this particular programme, only gorgeous people are allowed to listen. It's true. Ugly people cannot tune in. I mean, there may have been 1 or 2 times before that you haven't been able to tune in for some strange explicit... When you think, why can't I get this show today? Well, next time it happens, just have a quick look in the mirror. If your hair's not done proper, you may well find that you can't actually tune in. It's got special filters. You know, like those filters now that they have, like family filters to stop all the dodgy stuff getting through. Well, it's a similar thing on this programme, but the filter is at my end. It doesn't allow mingers to watch or listen. So if you are watching and listening at the moment, the good news is you're not a minger. Isn't that fabulous? Eh? Isn't that good? Right, so go and get yourself a CD and see, you can look at it like this. Next time you have trouble with your radio, logging in perhaps, or your computer, logging in on your computer, or switching on the radio or the YouTube, have a little look, grab a CD or a mirror and have a look and think, oh, now I know why. Because today I am minging. And that would be the reason, okay? So just to let you know, as you are there today, means you are drop dead gorgeous. Now, what on earth were we talking about at the beginning of the programme there? I've lost the thread again, haven't I? John from, I think it was Venture. I think it was John from Venture. He says he loves the way we jump from one subject to the other, and then I completely lose the plot, which I have done already today, and we're only in for the first few minutes. Unbelievable, isn't it? Now, I've got another tie on today. That was it, outfits. We were talking about outfits. We've worn various different little outfits here on the programme, and I need your help. What is the best one? And this, I'll tell you what, this shirt is a bit tight around the neck. I've put a little bit of weight put on. Oh, we don't care anymore. We don't care anymore. Got itchy ear. Hang on a minute. Let me scratch my ear. There we are. Which is your favourite outfit? Or would you like me to rotate stuff? Sometimes a T-shirt. Even if you're listening, I'm sure it does make a difference to what I'm wearing, to the quality, the overall quality of the programme. Today, it's a white short-sleeved shirt, revealing my muscles, or indeed, someone said I had bingo wings. What a shit! Have I got bingo wings? Look. Are they bingo wings under there? Isn't that where there's a bit of flesh hanging down from below your arm? Let's have a look. Looks more like a muscle to me. Look at that. That's a muscle. I'm slapping my muscle on the top of my arm. It's not too bad, is it, eh? Someone said I had bingo wings. And there was that Stuart last week. He said I had a mildly obese bum. What a cheek. Huh. Shouldn't have been looking at it, should he? That's the way. See? What do you think? Do you prefer the shirt and tie? The open-necked shirt on its own? Or a T-shirt? Or a hooded top? Which do you think is my best little outfit? Please let me know on the email, because this programme must be designed around what you want to see. I am your fairy godmother, and just one wave of my magic wand, I can change like that. So what do you prefer? What items of clothing do you prefer? Do you prefer the rather formal shirt and tie? Okay. Do you prefer the hooded tops? Do you prefer a T-shirt? Or do you prefer one of my open-necked shirts? So, I mean, basically what I've got on now, but with no tie. What do you think is best? Please let me know on the email. We need to vote. Vote now. Dial in now. Or email now. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right. Which little outfit do you prefer? Or maybe something else. I think Suko mentioned something a few months ago. Now, what was it? She thinks I should be in a tooth fairy outfit. Hang on, I've got that card somewhere here that she sent in. She did. If you haven't seen this before, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to show you this again. Suko did send me in a little thing that she thinks I should wear. This is a tooth fairy outfit that Suko designed. Can you see who that is? It's me in a tooth fairy outfit. Basically, I've got this little white fairy dress on. And I think, what am I holding there? Is it a magic wand? I think it's a magic wand I'm holding. I'm not quite sure what that is. A little magic wand. I am a tooth fairy. Perhaps you'd prefer me in something like that. Or how about, I don't know, how about a nun's outfit? What item of clothing would you prefer me in? I need to know. I need your help. We need to progress with this programme, we do. Let me know. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, all right? Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, video-wise, I might have told you this in the last show. I've decided now to stick with the camera that we're using and everything else because to actually improve the picture would cost quite a lot of money, and I'm not convinced on YouTube that you would actually see much of an improvement in the picture. If I was like recording DVDs and sending them out all over the place, yes, of course you would see an improvement. But we don't do that. It's mainly for YouTube, isn't it? Excuse me, just having a cough there. So I've decided kind of to stick with what we got, and I think everything's working fine. Is that all right with you? Good. So we need help there on the... don't forget that. Now, I'm quite excited because next week I'm going to visit my dear sister and a little family up north for a few days. So I'm looking forward to that. I might take my little recording device up there with me. I might not. I haven't decided yet. The only thing is when I take... recording bits and pieces up to my sister, I do spend a lot of time then trying to make a programme rather than enjoying the time up there with my niece and two nephews. So I might not take it up this time. I'm certainly looking forward to seeing my niece's house because, of course, she moved in with her boyfriend, Bubblegum Ben, now known as Brain Dead Ben, because... because she now knows all his bad habits, which are the worst one that offends her the most is leaving cupboard doors open. Not only cupboard doors, but also the fridge door. Apparently, he's a lovely bloke, don't get me wrong. Apparently, he goes to a cupboard or the fridge, opens the door, gets something out, and then walks away and forgets to close the door. How can you forget these things? What I think they need, they need those... or did I just say Hang on, let me just make a little note of that so I don't forget. I wanted to tell you something about that. What he could do is get one... those... what are they? They're like a spring. And like when you open the door and the spring, you kind of push the spring back, and when you let the door go, it pushes the door back again. I mean, he could get those. Mind you, I've got one of those in the kitchen. And it's not that good because the cat still managed to pull the door open. Didn't she? Do you remember I told you? Katie, one of my cats, she's learnt to open the door. How do they do that? They've been watching Daddy. They've been watching Daddy do the door. I was just mentioning there. I'm not going to say the name of the presenter, but I was listening to LBC, one of the London talk stations the other day, and there's someone on there who I actually quite like. I'll break it down just a little bit. It is a lady on there, okay? It's a lady on there, and I was listening to it at a certain time. See? Not giving anything away. Not giving anything away. I do like her and everything on there. But she said, and I counted it, I thought, she keeps saying, I think I mentioned this a few months ago. I counted her saying, in the space of a minute, 24 times. Now, it's funny, sometimes when I sit here chatting to you, you do become aware, I think, well, you do become aware that you might keep saying the same thing over and over again. But she said, in the space of a minute, 24 times. And it's a shame because I quite like her. She's got a lovely voice. And it was someone else that brought the attention to me, a little friend of mine called James, who works with me in one of the pubs on Sunday nights. It was him. He says, do you like so-and-so on the radio? So I said, yeah. He says, who do you like? So I said, well, it says, depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about speech radio, then I like Steve Allen. I like, what's his name? He's a bloke on Very Late at Night. His name's gone now. Oh, I can't believe that. Oh, you silly soul. Silly so-and-so. Mike Mendoza. I quite like Mike Mendoza. And there's another guy on there who does health things. He sounds quite old, but I can't remember his name. He does all health issues and things like that. And this lady I also like as well. And he said to me, oh, no, I can't stand listening to her. She keeps saying, you know. And I said, yeah, come to think of it, she does keep saying that a lot, doesn't she? He said, saying it a lot. He says, count it. And that was when I went home that night. 24 times she said, you know, in the space of a minute. I mean, it's bad enough to hear that 24 times in an hour. I know I do say it occasionally, but I hope it's not too much, all right? There we are. Now, got to say happy birthday to Scotty. Now, Scotty, you did send me in a birthday message that you wanted about a week and a half ago, didn't you? But unfortunately, you sent it on the Skype, and stuff sent by sort of any other method other than... I'm just trying to find the happy birthday tune now. 1 second. Where's it gone now? It's right in front of me here, you see. Where's that gone now? Oh, I can't find my happy birthday song. Is it right here? Oh, no, that's not the right one. Because we've got another one now, haven't we? As played for us by Carl in Yorkshire. Da, 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 da. Hang on, Carl, where is it? Well, that's disappeared. No. I think we might have to use that one. Where's it gone, Carl? We're going to have to use the old one. Can't find it now. Silly me. I think what's happened, Carl, is I've put it on the emails and I've closed the email program. Sorry about that. I haven't brought it into my my music program yet. So Scotty's birthday about a week and a half ago. Scotty sent me a little message on Skype telling me that he wanted me to sing happy birthday, but it's got missed, Scotty. I'm sorry. And it just happened today. And you kind of, before you come up and do a program, you kind of think to yourself, now, well, have I missed anything? And that dropped into my head. Please, and it's like people send you Facebook messages and MySpace and YouTube. It becomes impossible to correlate all this stuff together. So please, please, if you ever want anything at all, please use the... Even on the forums, you see, the forum is there so that people can speak to each other, really, not to get messages into me. The best or only way, please, to contact the show, if you want anything included, is by the email or indeed the postal address. And I'm going to give you the postal address in a minute. The email address is, of course, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. And I shall give you the postal address if I can find it. Should be up in front of me there. 1 second. I'm losing everything today, aren't I? There it is. Oh, it's behind loads of other bits of... All right. There we are. It's behind loads of other bits of paper. So I shall give you the postal address after we have sung to Scotty on his birthday. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Scotty. Happy birthday to you. All right, Scotty, better late than never, eh? Better late than never. All right, if you want a birthday song sung to you, let me know. chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, the postal address to the programme is... Is your pen ready? Pen ready? United Kingdom Talk. P.O. Box 4073. Bracknell. BRACKNELL. RG429ED. Once again, it's Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Talk. P.O. Box 4073. Bracknell, BRACKNELL. RG429ED. And if you're outside the UK, put United Kingdom at the bottom there. All right? Now, what else are we going to talk about? Well, I keep hitting the wrong computer button. Does anyone ever hit the wrong computer buttons all the time? Now, the ones I hit... Here's my little keyboard here. which is... What's your keyboard like? Mine is filthy. Absolutely filthy. God knows, actually, if you can you look inside it? Right, you can see little... I'm sure you can. Bits of food and what have you dropping down in between the keys. Isn't it awful? Because I'll quite often sit up here with a piece of toast, piece of marmalade on toast late at night, or a bag of crisps or something, and you always see bits of crumbs and that. Actually, I wonder if I can remove one of the keys and have a quick look. I better... Can I do that? Oh, I don't want to break it, do I? What happens there? Oh no, I might break it. I'm not going to do that. You're asking for trouble. I reckon underneath that computer keyboard is harvesting all sorts of little creatures and things. Who am I to make them homeless, dear? Leave them alone. You've got no right to chuck little insects out of their homes. It's a liberty. How would you like it if a large dinosaur came along and kicked you out of your home? Yes, very funny. What do you mean, why are you going to come and do it then? What a liberty you are. You're sounding worse than young Stuart now. Yeah, I keep hitting the wrong computer gut buttons. The ones I'm hitting is the apostrophe. Or the ones I want to hit is the one, particular one that I keep doing is the apostrophe. Instead of hitting the apostrophe, I keep hitting the semicolon. Does anyone else do that? And I don't know why. I have always hit that right. They are next to each other. And you might say, well, do you hit any other keys wrong? No, that's just it. Why is it always that one? Is it kind of I've got used to hitting that one instead of the other one? I'm hitting the semicolon instead of the apostrophe. Does anyone else keep hitting a wrong computer key? Let me know. Chris@UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Chris@UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Now, with the laptop, I had a separate problem with the laptop, which someone has now sorted out for me, and that was I'd be typing away, and then when I'd look on the screen on my laptop, I kept finding that the lines had gone, you know, I type half a line, and then it had jumped down. And what someone worked out was that the bottom of my hand kept hitting the little touchpad. You know, laptops, they've got a little touchpad in the middle that you could use as a mouse. Now, I cannot get on with those at all. I don't know why. I've never been able... I've had I've had 3 laptops, and they've all had this touchpad in the middle. I can't get on with those at all. Really hate them. So I always have an external mouse that I plug into the side, and I use the mouse. Much easier. But with this particular laptop that I've got now, the Toshiba one, I found I kept hitting the pad. It was someone who noticed it. He says, "You're hitting the pad." And I said, "Where?" He said, "The one in the middle." I said, "I'm sure I'm not." He said, "I bet you are." So I'm typing away. Of course, when you're typing away and you're watching it, it doesn't happen. It's when you're typing away and you don't look at the screen, and then you kind of hit this thing, and it makes the line drop down to the next line. So we managed to disable that. So that's sorted as well now. But I can't understand why it is I'm always hitting the semicolon instead of the apostrophe. If that happens to you as well, then do let me know. Chris@UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Now, what else have we got there? Oh, yes! I'm going to tell you, aren't I? I'm going to tell you about an outrageous incident that happened to me last Tuesday night, dear. It's a liberty. Oh, can you hear that? Text message coming in on the mobile phone. How exciting. I'll have a look later. Now, look at this. Look at this. Got to show you this. Look at this. Look at this. Not happy about this at all. Can you see that there? What does it say there? Transport for London. Right? Transport for London. There we are. Look at this. Oh, no, you didn't see my address then, did you? Right. I don't know how much. There's the little logo and everything. And can you see this here? Can you see that? Penalty charge notice. Penalty charge notice, boys and girls. It's a liberty. That's what it is. I hope I didn't reveal my address to you then, did you? So what happened? Now, In London, we have Transport of London with Transport for London, which kind of looks like all traffic, looks after all the traffic and what have you, which is generally a good organisation. Now, last week, I think it was, or the week before, you can now get a parking ticket from a camera. Here in the UK, we are, I believe, the most watched nation by all sorts of closed-circuit television cameras and things like that. Big Brother, this is it, okay? This is it. Now, there are, of course, many people that go around saying, well, if you're not doing anything wrong, you won't get into trouble. And I'm just a little bit sick of hearing things like that. I don't want to be watched 24 hours a day. It really is an infringement of my civil liberties. Now, there is a rule, a parking rule, that you do not stop on double red lines at any time. We have double red lines in the road here in the UK, and the idea is you mustn't stop at any time on double red lines. I get sick to death of people pulling out rule books. Oh, you mustn't do that. Fine. You know, that's very authoritarian. You can't bend or break the rules for anyone. It's authoritarian. I'm getting rather sick of this. It's worse and worse in this country. It really is. Do this, do that. When someone picks up a book, oh, but it says here. You know, fed up with it. Anyway, I've got this parking ticket. On Tuesday nights, I always drop a friend, very good friend of mine, Rory, the Irish boy. I always drop him to another pub up the road. So he comes to the Golden Lion, he comes and sings at the karaoke, and then I drop him up at this other pub, usually around about 12:30, 1:45 in the morning. I stopped on double red lines at 1:20 in the morning. It says it here, at 0040 hours, 1:20 in the morning. He said, thank you very much. He got out of the car, he closed the door, off I went. Didn't think anything more of it. Been doing that for a year, actually. And 4 days later, I get this letter. Get this letter through the post. Penalty charge notice. I thought, what's this for? I thought, first thing I thought, to be honest, was I must have been speeding somewhere. That's my one, you know, speeding. Always on a motorway, accidentally. Never on a small road. Certainly not on a road by a school or anything. I mean, just down the road from me. It amazes me. This absolutely amazes me how there are cameras on motorways, and yet there's a school just down the road, and cars tear down this road. I mean, they really tear down this road. Usually, and I have to say this, I'm sorry mothers everywhere, the worst part of this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon when these mothers are rushing down to the school to pick up their little cherubs. And they don't care who's in the way. The foot's down, oh, I'm going to be late. Probably knock another couple of 20 kids over on the way to the blooming school. Never, ever have I seen a camera on that road at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, or indeed at any time. I gather they have occasionally used one of those mobile speed cameras on that particular road. But I've never seen one at 3 in the afternoon, at the exact time that these mothers are rushing. I thought it was a speed thing, but it's not. Notice is hereby served to the owner, keeper, hirer of registration mark. And then they give the registration mark, which was seen in 1A to 3 Parkway, Northwest 1. And I'm thinking, where on earth is that? I couldn't remember where it was. Contravention code, fair enough. 4646, stopped where prohibited on a red route or clearway. All right? So I'm kind of thinking to myself, where is this? Where is this? And then I turned over the bit of paper. There was another piece of paper attached. Now, there it is. Here's the other bit of paper. And there you can quite clearly see my little car parked on a bus stop. Okay? On a bus stop, on double red lines. But I repeat what I say. There it is there again, all right? I repeat what I say. At 20 to 1 in the morning, there were no other cars around. And my headlights are on. In the photograph, my headlights are actually on. So, any idiot sitting there, you are an idiot. Any idiot sitting there watching a computer monitor or however they take these photographs can see that I wasn't getting out of the car or anything like that. And I can hear what certain people are saying now. Oh, but you're not supposed to stop there. What we need here is a little bit of common sense, which unfortunately, a lot of people who work in this sort of thing, you know, basically spying on people, what you need is a bit of common sense, which clearly a lot of people don't have. Oh, it's okay, you know, this sort of thing. If that had been me watching that camera, I'm the sort of person that would say, oh, what's he doing there? Is he getting it? Oh, hang on. No, he's just dropping someone off. Oh, that's okay. But they don't do that anymore, do they? Some people do. Some people don't. You cannot live life by sticking rigidly to rules. You can't. Anyway, this little incident, me stopping on a double red line for about 25 seconds, I would say, just to give someone a lift up there, which I don't have to do. You don't have to give anyone a lift. Just giving someone a lift up there has cost me £60, $120. And that's only because I paid it within 28 days. If I left it, I beg your pardon, paid it within 14 days. When I get something like this, I generally pay it immediately. I'm lucky that I can afford to do that. If I left it longer than 14 days, they would have charged me £120. £120 for stopping at 20 to 1 in the morning on a clear road with 4 lanes, not blocking anyone, not upsetting anyone, but I was snapped by the camera. So I'm not happy about that. And as I say, these sort of things require a little bit of common sense by whoever's issuing the fine. By having cameras, I mean, are these things automatic? Do they automatically take a picture if they notice something has stopped? Is that how it works? Or is some nasty little Hitler-type person sitting on... Oh, well, we've got that one. I can't bear people like that. People who take great amusement out of something terrible or something nasty that's happened to someone else. And there's a lot of those people around, I'm afraid. Some of them you wouldn't dream of it. Yes, I did stop on a double red line. But for 25 seconds, middle of the night, no one around. Do you see where I'm coming from here? Or am I wrong? Am I really wrong? Let us know what you think, OK? This could open a whole can of worms. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk is the email address. Yes, I have paid the fine. And yes, of course, there's no way I will ever stop there again. Which, unfortunately, means someone isn't going to get a lift there anymore. Because I can't stop there. there is a little box just behind the bus stop and just in front of the bus stop. But there's always, do you know how many cars can stop on that box? 2. They can actually park 2 cars on that box, and that's it. And 9 times out of 10, you can't park there. You can't. There's no room. Someone's not going to get a lift anymore, aren't they? Shame. What can I do? Don't want to get £60 every time, do I? Let us know what you think of that, OK? Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, my niece, Tracy, who I'm looking forward to going to visit next week, yes, I'm going for 3 days, I'm going for. And really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing my niece's house. And for her birthday, because she's recently been 21 now, and also Jimmy's birthday was a couple of weeks ago. He's 11 now. For Tracy's birthday, I'm going to buy her a dishwasher for her new house. And she also, her mum told me that she didn't have a tumble dryer as well. And I'll see how much the dishwasher is, and I might get her a tumble dryer as well. Because we love... there's no one to spend my money on, is there? There's no one to take on holiday. There's no one to take out to buy dinner, so there's no one, dear. It's all over, isn't it? The clock was ticking and it's run out. TikTok. It doesn't matter. I've got you to talk to, so what are we worried about, eh? I've got you to talk to, haven't I? Eh? Don't turn off yet, please. Yep, so looking very much forward to going up to see my niece and that. Tuesday, what am I on? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'll tell you all about it, of course, when I come back. We'll stretch that out to at least 10 shows. OK? Now, let's have a look here. Let me see, have I done those bits and pieces there? I told you I went to the doctor for the asthma thing. We've done that one, haven't we? Oh, someone got me as an April Fool. My friend Ratch. His real name's Matt. We call him Ratch. I'm not quite sure why we call him Ratch, actually. He runs one of the places I work in, and he got me on April's Fool's Day. I think he sent me an email saying happy 48th birthday. And I rang him quickly. This is a couple of weeks ago now, of course. I said, what do you mean happy 48th? It's not my birthday. He said, April Fool. No, I thought, you got me. And he did get me. Anyone else been get by any April Fools this year? Let me know. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. I'm still listening to... I've lost my... Where's that gone now? Oh, there, I've crossed that out now. I'm still listening to the Bird Song Radio, incidentally, that I mentioned a couple of shows ago. My friend Tracy in Bracknell. I think she's going to start listening to that as well, aren't you, Tracy, eh? OK, let's do some emails. First of all, I keep getting emails from girls. I'm not quite sure what it says here. And they basically all say the same thing. Hello, how are you doing today? I hope all is well. My name is Tina. I'm in search of a man who understands the meaning of love as trust and faith in each other, rather than one who sees love as the only way of fun. But a matured man with nice. With nice. It's not even written properly, is it? Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. But a matured man with nice vision of what the world is about. I saw your email as I was browsing. I took interest in you. So please reply to me with this email. And she gives this email. I will be very happy to read your reply so that I will send my picture to you. Then we can start to know more about each other. Thanks for reading my mail and be blessed. Tina Diane. I mean, that's the first of quite a few, to be honest. So, who is sending me all these? Where are all these girls suddenly coming from? I mean, haven't you worked it out yet, dear? Why are these girls sending me emails? And where are they getting my email address from? That's the thing. Are these Facebook people? What is going on? Is anyone else getting emails like, what about you boys? Chaps? Are you getting emails from young ladies that we don't know anything about? Please let me know. Chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, all right? Hello to, let me see. Yes, it's Doug. Hello, Doug. In IA, USA. What is IA? Indiana? Is it Indiana? He says, "Hi, Chris. Love the show when you were talking to Joy on the phone. It had me cracking up. She's a nice lady, our Joy, you know. I've only met her once. Next time I go round there, apparently I've got to take a pot noodle because she's a bit mad with pot noodles. It's like a little, it's like a quick meal that you get in this pot. And it's just noodles. You pour the water in. It's quite tasty, actually. Very nice." Doug says, "She seems like a very nice lady. Also, check out this bungee jumping YouTube video, which she sent me. And I have watched it. That is scary." Now, it seems to be an advertisement for Foster's Lager. And it's this bloke who's on some sort of crane thing. And he's got the elastic thing attached. And below him is a lake. And this bloke jumps off the top of the crane. And he goes, "Whoa!" And he goes down and down and down and down. And then it's obviously set up so that his head hits the water. And his head goes bang in the water. But then suddenly you see that his head didn't just hit the water. It also seems there was a crocodile in the lake exactly where his head went. And this crocodile sort of once his head goes bang and the crocodile goes off like that. Oh, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that coming down on one of those elasticated, what are they called again? Bungee things. And your head hits a crocodile. I mean, they're tough old skin, innit? I mean, I know I've got tough old skin as well now. There's nothing you can do. Although I'm not very tanned yet, am I? We haven't had too much sun this week. I'm hoping to get a bit of a tan at some point. Oh, excuse me, itchy nose. Anyway, Foster's Crocodile advert on YouTube if you want to have a look at that. Type in... I don't know what you'd type in, actually. Foster's and Crocodile. I won't give you the list of letters. Oh, I've really itchy nose suddenly. Does that mean there's money coming? Or is someone talking about me? I'm not quite sure. He says, "You were talking about Torchwood. I love that show. I've only seen the first season. Yeah, it's really good. The second season has just finished here in the UK. And it was really... I won't tell you what happens. It was really, really sad at the end. And I was crying and everything. Oh, you know I'm a soppy old thing. I was crying at the end of the second season of Torchwood. Did anyone see it? Can I tell you what happens? Because we have had it in the UK. I don't know if you've had it in the USA yet, though, have you? Do you want to know or not? No, I'm not going to tell you. I won't tell you what happened to the end, but it's really sad. It involves a nuclear bunker. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Not giving any more away than that. So the worst thing you can do, of course, is... and, of course... oh, just a minute. Let me read the rest of it. He says, "Do I still have the link to the Justin Timberlake video that Suko sent you?" No, you're not having that. That's my link. You're not having that, I'm afraid. Thank you, Doug. That's my link, that is. You're not looking at pictures of Justin in those little shorts. It's outrageous. Leave him alone. You come away from that video now. Leave him alone. Yeah, some of the worst things... one of the worst things you can do is read some of the tabloid newspapers here. The Star in particular... excuse me, the Star in particular always seems to give away plots to TV shows. OK, so I don't read the paper. Simple as that. It spoils it for everyone. Possibly the most exciting part of television... So thanks for that email there, Doug. The most exciting moment on television for me last week, 2 weeks ago, was, of course, the return of Doctor Who. Have we got a bit of the music here somewhere? Let me see if I can find some music. Doctor Who. Come on, Doctor, where are you now? There it is, there it is, there it is. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Here we are. Oh, should we do that bit again? Possibly the most exciting moment in television last week, or the week before, was the return of Doctor Who. Oh. Oh, no, that wasn't lined up very well, was it? Let's try this one. Got to be professional. Here we go. Possibly the most exciting part of television 2 weeks ago for me was the return of Doctor Who. Yes. Doctor Who. We love it. The Daleks are returning. Exterminate. Exterminate. Hello, Dalek. Because the Daleks can all climb and everything now. No, go. Anyway, right at the end of episode 1, I mean, the whole episode was really good, and it was the first one, was it? And it was about these little fat creatures. When I say fat creatures, they are made out of people's fat. Now, in the first episode of the new series of Doctor Who, with David Tennant and, of course, Catherine Tate, who is fantastic in it. She is absolutely out of this world. She has brought a lot of humour back into the programme, which for me has been missing. Now, who else was humorous in it? Tom Baker. Tom Baker, he brought a lot of humour into it. But Catherine Tate, the new Doctor's assistant. Oh, what's her name? What's her character's name? I'm not sure. Donna. That's it, Donna. Donna, played by Catherine Tate, has brought an awful lot of humour back into the show, which I'm really pleased about. And episode 1 involved a company making these fat tablets, okay? And basically you take one of these fat tablets and the weight falls off. And what happens when people are asleep, their body starts making little fat creatures, right? So literally bits of fat break off them and they become little creatures and they run off. And these little creatures, they seem to me to be completely harmless. But they are the cutest little things you ever did see. They really are. Did anyone see it? Anyway, at the end of the show, so this woman comes along. She is supposed to be the nanny to all these little fat creatures, but she's gone about doing all her stuff in a wrong way, and she gets I think she gets killed at the end. She falls out of, she's supposed to be going up to the spacecraft, but what happens is that they don't want her, that the aliens who kind of employed her to look after the little fat creatures realise that she's broken a lot of rules and they don't want her, so they just drop her out of the spaceship. And then right at the end, the camera goes on to this blonde hair, and you think, who's that? And it turns around, and it's Billie Piper, one of the old Doctor's assistants. So fantastic start to the new series of Doctor Who. Of course, we've had the second one as well now, so I'm loving it. What do you think of the new series of Doctor Who? Do we have any nude? Not nude. Well, I don't know. Maybe you do sit there in a nude, do you, watching Doctor Who? Did we have anyone see that at all? What do you think of the new series? Do let me know. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. All right, Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, love it. We love Doctor Who. Hello to Suko. Hello, Suko. How are you? Bless me, Suko, for I have sinned. Because last night, Bungee night, on the way to Bungee, I had 2 packets of cheese and onion crisps and a very small bar of Cadbury's Dairy Milk. I told you, I won't lie to you, Suko. I will keep you fully informed of my eating habits. And Suko writes, fast food update. Dear Chris, as of April the 2nd, 2008, at 6:21 Eastern Standard Time, she's keeping a tab on my fast food this year, you see. Because I did make a few New Year's Eve resolutions, all of which have now been broken, except this one. I am allowed to visit fast food restaurants 10 times this year. By fast food, we're talking fried, like burgers, okay? Burgers and French fries. That's the sort of thing. So, McDonald's, Kentucky. What about Pizza Hut? Is pizza fast food? It's not, is it? I'm not quite sure about that one. But jacket potatoes are not fast food. And we don't think that normal sized chips are fast food because the chips are a lot bigger. And they don't absorb much, anywhere near as much as the oil as the little chips do. Anyway, so far, Suko's got this. January, 2 apple pies from McDonald's. Ding! 1 visit gone. Now, Suko says, and Suko is all-powerful and all-right and all-giving at all times. Suko says, the jacket potato at Jackets, although purchased in a fast food chain, was a healthy choice and thus does not count. Okay, now when I go to Jackets, I always have the same thing. I have a jacket potato with a bit of butter. I'm not going to lie and say, you can't have it dry. That's vile, isn't it? Oh, that's another thing. I meant to mention that. Subway. I've suddenly realised, I mean, I've had a few Subways and I do quite enjoy them, but I've realised they don't butter the bread, do they? Anyone notice that? When you go to Subway, you don't get any spread margarine or butter on your bread, do you? Do they actually have it there? Can you ask for it? I would have the excuse, could you put some butter on there? And they say, oh, we haven't got any. Huh? I mean, think about it. Would you make a sandwich and not put any spread on it? Just a thought, dears. Anyway, she said the jacket potato at Jackets, and when I have that, it's always the same. I have a jacket potato, I have a bit of butter on there, I have chili con carne, and sometimes, not always, a bit of cheese on top as well. Oh, it's delicious. Oh, I could do with one of those now. We love them. I love them. Exterminate, exterminate. Sorry, the Dalek just made an appearance then. She says, the jacket potato at Jackets, although purchased in a fast food chain, was a healthy choice and thus does not count. Pleased about that. Allowable at fast food establishments, and she has kindly, she doesn't have to do this, Asuka, she has kindly given me a list of allowable things that I can eat without worrying, without using up one of my fast food visits already. That I've already used 1 this year, but that's not bad, is it? 1 visit to McDonald's since the beginning of the year. How good is that? Allowable at fast food establishments, she says, are grilled chicken or fish, jacket potatoes, vegetables, steamed, boiled or broiled. What is broiled, by the way? What does that mean? Broiled. I know what boiled is. Broiled. Does that mean steamed? Salads with low or no fat dressing. Don't really have those. Fresh fruit. Yoghurt with or without granola topping. Beans, including chilli. And an occasional ice cream cone. Now, what do you mean by occasional, Suko? Is 1 or 2 a week acceptable? Is 2 a week acceptable? Because it does tend to be 1 or 2 a week, which I do get from Kentucky, in Clapham, when I can get served. Oh, it's dreadful in there. There's a Kentucky Fried Chicken in Clapham High Street in London, and it's right next to one of the places I work in, and the service is diabolical. Oh, it's so slow in there. If there's one person in the... Because what I do, shouldn't really tell you this. What I do is I put a long record on and then I dash next door and get an ice cream while I'm working. Shocking, isn't it? Shocking. But if there's more than one person in the queue, that's it. You've had it, mate. You ain't going to get there. Well, thank you for that, Suko. She says, so as of the above date, you have made only one fast food purchase with 9 to go for the rest of the year. Unless, of course, you have purchased anything since recording the April the 1st show. No. No, I haven't. And I will tell you, do not worry, I will not pull the wool over your eyes. It's a long way to pull wool over eyes anyway. So thank you for that, Suko. She also says, give my regards to Wayne the DJ and be very afraid, dear Chris, because I have my eyes and ears out there checking up on you. Well, someone has to, dear. Someone has to. Nearly out of time today, aren't we? Got to say hello to a new viewer from YouTube. Hello, The Thomas Show, who's enjoying the shows. Thank you. And he sent me a couple of private messages. Thank you very much, Thomas. She says, and he said it on the show a couple of weeks ago, he loved the show with the old lady, was well sweetie, wasn't she? Although Thomas thinks the tie is a little bit formal for YouTube. We don't do ties as it's seen as uncool. Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know. But as usual, enjoyed the show. It's great to listen while I'm tidying the flat or setting up the scene for one of my shows or video logs. Anyway, great show, mate. Pity you don't do them every day, as I always look for your boat race on my subscriptions. Oh, thank you very much for the Thomas Show. I would love to do a show every day. I did think, I certainly haven't got time to do a show every day in this format. I did think at one point maybe I could do a half-hour show every day. I would have time to do that. But the thing is, the programme is also played on a few radio stations, and that just wouldn't fit in with their schedules, so can't really go along that lines at the moment, all right? Time to go. Thank you, as always, for joining me. So, how do you prefer me dressed? Let me know. Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. Chris at UnitedKingdomTalk.co.uk. See you on the next show. Bye-bye now.